What if menopause isn't the beginning of the end, but the beginning of you? So today on Weight Loss for Women Over 40, I am turning the menopause narrative upside down. Hot flashes, mood swings, hormonal shifts. Yes, 100% real. I'm experiencing hot flashes like you wouldn't believe lately. So yes, they are real. But underneath the chaos, there's an upgrade happening. So let's uncover what your superpowers are. So, hey, everybody, welcome to Weight Loss for Women Over 40. Nikki T here, and I want to start today by saying something bold and possibly controversial. But before we get into that, I want to welcome you to the podcast. This has been a fun endeavor whenever I started this podcast. Um, I started right before COVID hit, and it has been such a fun ride as I've watched it kind of unfold and develop. And how many people actually listen to this podcast always continuously blows my mind. How many people who have found this podcast and were like, oh my gosh, what you're saying exactly resonates with what I was thinking. And I am so grateful, so incredibly grateful that so many people get to listen to this podcast and it is helping people and that's resonating. I love that because, on the other side of the camera of the mic, I'm in my own little world, right? So I'm literally talking to a computer. I'm talking to a camera and a microphone, and my dog over here is chewing her bone. So to know that this goes beyond the screen, it goes beyond the camera, I am so thrilled. So let's get into this something bold and possibly controversial topic I'm going to discuss today. So menopause, right? And it's even the phases getting up into menopause, perimenopause as well. So you're not broken, you're becoming. And this phase of life, the one that we label the change, I don't know about you, but like, I don't know what sitcom it was or show or movie, but like they whispered the change, like it was this taboo thing that nobody talked about back in the day, right? It was like there was some kind of crisis that was going on in your life, and heaven forbid you should get to that point because you didn't know like what was going to happen. But it's not your downfall, it's your rebirth. And today we're going to be diving into something that I know so many of you feel deep in your bones, literally and metaphorically. So we're going to be talking about menopause and perimenopause, but not from your typical grin and bear it lens and not from a physiological aspect or a health, like a medical doctor kind of information. I did do podcasts on that a while back, so scroll back through. I'm sure you will find them. They were on the phases of menopause. Um, I honestly don't know what it's called. I should have looked at that ahead of time. But anyway, it's there. There's quite a few episodes on menopause, perimenopause, the phases of life that we women folk go through. So go deep dive and find them in the episode vault, I guess. I don't know. So, um, again, we're doing what I always do around here is unlearning the bullshit that we've been told, reclaiming our power, and flipping the script. So let's dive into the myths. Because let's be honest, we've been sold a version of womanhood that should come with a warning label. The ones like you're going to dry up, you're going to wither away, you're becoming irrelevant, it's all downhill from here, you might as well just go out to pasture, right? No, no, and hell no. Here's the truth. This season is not about fading out or like I have this image of this like almost like this dust disintegrating, kind of like the mummy. Do you remember the mummy movie where he just kind of disintegrates into sand? Like that's what I envision, like menopause, right? Back in the day, not so much now. But the season is not about fading out, it's about waking up. And diet culture and anti-aging industries and even well-meaning doctors have made this sound traumatizing as opposed to the perfectly natural power life shift that we go through. They treat it like some disease instead of us up-leveling into this new version. And that's what it really is. It's your body saying, I'm done with people pleasing. I'm done pretending. Let's be more of ourselves, our truest selves. And your body is evolving and changing into this new version of you. So again, we're going to talk a little bit about biology, but in a different way, in a different language. So menopause is more than just a drop in estrogen. It is a neurological and hormonal rewiring. Your body is recalibrating. It's redirecting energy from the reproductive phase of your life to this wiser and evolved phase of life. Your brain is literally shifting how it processes stress, how it stores energy, and prioritizes you. You might feel mood swings, fogginess, disrupted sleep, but underneath all that, you are upgrading. Think of it like a software update. Yes, some of the apps are glitching, but what's downloading is much more powerful. So let's talk about the menopausal gifts that we get, because we don't give them enough airtime. Yes, you might be losing your period, but guess what you are gaining? You're gaining mental clarity. Once the fogginess kind of subsides, you're going to be mentally clear. There is an underlying aspect to that with mindset work. So keep that in mind that it's all not just physiological, it's also psychological of the clarity that you want to have. Next is fierce as hell boundaries. This is where we decide, hell no, I'm not doing this anymore. And I love that for you if you are in that phase. The ability to say no without guilt and a deeper, quieter trust in yourself. Women in this phase, they stop asking permission. They stop performing. They start remembering who they are. That irritability that you feel, it's your body rejecting things that no longer fit. That craving for solitude, it's your soul making space for truth, your truth. It's not a meltdown, it's a metamorphosis. Now, how does this connect to your relationship with food and your body? Because, right, we're talking about weight loss. Simple. When you stop treating menopause like a problem to fix, you can finally start nourishing instead of punishing. You can stop counting, controlling, and criticizing and shaming your body for not doing what you think it needs to do, and start listening. Listen to your hunger. Listen to your cravings, to your exhaustion, to your desires, not just physically, but also mentally. Midlife isn't the time to double down on the old rules that you keep trying to use and don't work. It's time to rewrite them. What if this phase became your launch pad? Not just a weight loss, but to freedom. Freedom from diet culture, dieter's mentality, right? I talk about that all the time. Freedom from not enough, and freedom from fighting yourself and your body. So before I wrap up, I want to offer you a suggestion. Try this out because you deserve to be honored. Tonight, take 5 minutes, light your favorite candle, sit in silence, place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart, and say this out loud or in your head, whatever you're comfortable with. I release the shame. I release the noise. I trust my body. I reclaim my power. Then ask yourself, what am I ready to embody in this new season of me? Write it down, anchor it in, let it lead you. This isn't the end of anything. It's the beginning of your most liberated, untamed, and fully expressed self. So if this hit something inside of you today, let it marinate, share it, sit with it, and breathe it in. You are not becoming less. You're becoming more you than you ever have before. So if you love this episode, please subscribe. Make sure you share it with a friend, someone you think that this could help. And the more you tell people about this podcast, the more people it's going to help. And you know I'm on a mission to have women stop hating themselves skinny. And you can be a part of this mission and this movement too, just by sharing, just by telling someone, hey, check out this podcast. If you're ready to take this work deeper, get into the Master Your Mind to Change Your Body. That is my complete work on weight loss. You can find it at weightlossforwomenover40.net/group, and you will have instant access. You can get started right away. If you kind of want to dip your toe into my world, go grab Crush Your Cravings. This is how you break emotional eating, and it's only $7. It's probably less than what you're spending at Starbucks. It's currently on sale. It's not going to be on sale forever, so make sure you go grab it. That's at weightlossforwomenover40.net/crush. And then if you're not ready, it's not a problem. If you're not ready to invest and go deeper, not a problem. But go grab my 5 Reasons You Aren't Losing Weight ebook. I'm going to be retiring this ebook very shortly. It is a free ebook. You can grab it at weightlossforwomenover40.net/book. This, once you download that book, you will also have you will also be on my email list, and you're going to be the first to know what's going on. And I've got some fun things coming up, so get on that email list. All right, so I'm going to leave you with a little quote. Menopause doesn't burn you out, it burns off what isn't you. And that's a self quote, by the way. So, anyway, I hope this resonated with you. I hope that you are looking at menopause as not the end, but really as the beginning of something new and amazing, because it truly, truly can be. Have a wonderful day, evening, whenever you're listening to this. And come stalk me on my social medias, interact with me. I would love to hear from you. And until then, I will talk to you on the next podcast.